I'm just gonna let it breathe for a second. And Zeke, if you want to go ahead and just start shouting at Tyson, you can now. All right, guys. If you didn't remember where we were, you do now. We're at the snake pit. Oh no, I'm not supposed to be muted. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, chat. If you didn't know where we were, you do now. We're at the snake pit, and Tyson Renzo just pulled his gun out. Skiff shot one shot at Tyson and missed.
Wait! Can we talk?
I don't know what there is to talk about.
Bloody.
What do you mean? You're not coming to take me in, you're coming in to retire me. Right? That's what you call it?
Not if I don't have to.
Narrator, am I within vision of Tyson? I'm sorry to interrupt.
Oh, that's okay. Let me take a look at the map here real quick.
Okay.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Yep.
Was that not a wall beneath us?
It's a door.
No, there's a doorway.
Okay.
You can't see because his icon's in the way, but it's,
okay.
yeah.
So I can see him in the hallway.
Yep, you
Okay.
can.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Let me switch over here so that chat can see as well.
Okay. I've just got my gun focused on him. Any sudden movements, I'm feeling prepared to strike here. I don't feel prepared for a conversation, quite frankly.
Okay. Good.
But I will do
Are
my
we
best
in a
because
standoff?
You are pretty much in a standoff. He's down the hallway.
Right.
And then, let me see if I can hide those. There we go. He's in the hallway, and you are on the other end of the hallway. You are blocking the only exit that we know of.
Okay. And just so I'm absolutely 100% sure of the order from, like, the new law that came down is all replicants, no matter what, have to be retired.
It is retire on site. That is correct.
Okay.
There is a current debate and a push to have the pleasure models stay.
Oh, sure.
But everything else, as well as any humans aiding in hiding the replicants, can be considered as fair game. So that is unheard of. That's never been done before. So basically, the new act that passed is replicants gotta go, and if you're hiding the replicants, you can also go. Okay.
Would I know, like, how good Selma is with a gun? Like,
I leave that up
not
to
just
Selma.
from this particular mission, but like from other stuff we've done.
yes, absolutely. You'd be familiar with how quite frankly, my firearm ability is it's a D, so it's nothing special. You've seen me struggle a couple times. You've seen me struggle to kind of reload. Sometimes I'm like, oh, where's the button. You've seen me do that a couple times.
She's incredible at hand-to-hand, though. Like, we saw her earlier, just like it was very early on in the show. Yep.
Okay. Since we worked together for a couple years, is there, like, I'm sure we've shared stories. Is there like an inside joke that we've had that has like a punchline or something?
Oh, yeah. The one about the guy in the shades, in the grocery, like the cart, like the shopping cart. Like, he's in the shades, he's going down the hill. He's got on sunglasses, they call him Will. Sunglasses Will. It was like some kind of jingle or whatever, but yeah.
Okay. That I'm gonna keep my gun pointed at Tyson. And I'm going to say, all right, I can see this going downhill really fast. And I don't want to I don't want to see you end up like Sunglasses Will. Okay?
What? Who? What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm sorry. I said, I can see this all going downhill in a shopping cart. And I don't want you to end up like Sunglasses Will.
Oh man.
Shoot.
Yeah, I was gonna say I gotta fucking roll insight, dude, because
God damn.
yeah, I feel like I had an inkling there that something was going down. Okay, so we are still technically in a turn order, and it is my turn. But why don't we go ahead and let me see if I fail this insight roll.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, I was like, come on. Come on. I hope this is good. I hope this is good enough.
Yeah. Okay.
I did shoot. I shot, but way too late.
Yeah, that's okay. So how should we do this? Because I feel like it's my turn. I was hesitating. There is a roll order, but I like the idea that you're gonna try to shoot me. So
yeah, hell yeah.
Let's.
I'm gonna
let you do it.
A second.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let you do it. Go ahead and take your shot. We'll fire at the same time. How's that?
All right. Now, can you remind me how I do that, please?
Yes. So on your character sheet,
Yes.
let me pull up his character sheet and then I can look at it
Okay.
with you.
Okay.
You scroll down to your weapon and then there's like a 3-thing arrow. You just click that and then it'll roll it.
I'm so sorry. 3-thing arrow. Oh, I see.
Yeah,
okay.
it's like a fast forward button.
Oh, under firearms. Okay. So I click the 3-thing arrow. Okay. Uh-oh. Could I possibly push this?
Yeah, absolutely you may. Don't
All
forget
right.
to take that resolve damage.
Okay. Now, can you also remind me that's okay? So I would
You
go
take-
down a point in
Yep,
resolve.
you take 1 point of
Okay.
resolve, but it allows
Got
you to, as long as you haven't rolled a 1, which you did roll 1, typically you take 1 resolve and you're able to re-roll both of those rolls because we're doing something funny where everybody gets replicant rules, whether or not you are or are not. That way we can kind of play with who is or who isn't. But because you rolled a 1, you're not allowed to re-roll that critical fail. So, but you can re-roll the 3. So when you do the drop-down matrix, you just want to click the 1.
All right, so I'm going to push it, and then I'm so sorry, the drop-down matrix. It says D8. Is that it?
Yep.
I think that's
Right?
all I get.
That's the 1 roll.
Yeah, the D8's the one you need to roll. Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh
my
god. Okay. Whew. Okay, this is good news. Okay, but now I am also going to fire my shot. And I'm not using.
I was gonna say, is it?
Oh, is it good?
Oh, is it good? Well, I mean, I hope so. I mean, at least her hitting him is good news. So we'll see. I just want to make sure I'm using the right gun here. Yeah. Okay. 1d12.
That's not good.
I know. I will say this though, that you do see he is using a what appears to be a LAPD issue subcompact. And I don't think you have to roll for that. I think you can immediately recognize he's using a weapon he should not have access to.
Okay.
At all. Okay, here we go. Oh! That's so good. I'm sorry. I'm screaming. I'm so happy.
You did that with a disadvantage, I believe.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Oh! I
Which
can't
means you
just
handle
roll
the
another-
intensity,
You
dude.
could just roll in another D12.
Okay,
Well, hold
I'm
on.
just
Whatever it is.
You
Yeah.
might not roll another D12 because that was the D12 roll, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
What is the corresponding?
The agility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he having
Are
agility?
they both
Agility.
A's?
I'm not
And-
telling you that. I'm just gonna hit the
Okay,
re-roll
that's-
button.
that's
Yeah,
fine.
that's okay. That's okay. And
Whatever
I think
you roll will tell me what
Yeah.
it is anyway.
Okay.
What grade it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, don't look. Perfect.
Okay, I won't look.
Good. Good. It failed anyway, even on the normal roll. Okay.
Holy fuck! A D8 and a D12.
Yeah,
and it didn't work.
Yeah, that's some bullshit right there. Is what that is.
My heart.
Okay.
Now, at my own detriment,
Yeah.
can NPCs push or no?
He can push. Should I push? I should push.
Yeah, I mean,
I
if you
don't
think you
want to
would.
hurt you, but I
want
think he would
want
push.
this to be
Yeah,
as fair
he
as
would
possible.
push.
It's gotta
Yeah.
be authentic. Yep.
He
And
would
you just had
absolutely
two
push
people
that roll,
fire at
and
him.
he is a replicant, so he will get to push both of those.
Well, I'm fucked.
You're fine. Everything's good. I feel good.
Ooh, no attribute. Oh, wait. What does it mean? No attribute was found.
You have to
Oh.
link it up.
How do I do that?
There's a pull down menu, I think. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
did I just
so-
accidentally delete the gun? Whoops.
So you have to make a firearms weapon.
Okay.
And then you are putting in the damage. And if it's a 357 compact,
It's 1d12, piercing, short, and medium, right? Yep. In the
I don't
list.
have it handy.
Yeah, that's okay. I got it. And then the damage is 1 or 2?
Again, I do not have it
Okay,
handy.
hold on. Let me pull up somebody else's character sheet. Galen.
No. Mine is not correct.
Oh, it is not. Okay.
No.
Okay, who's got the correct gun on them? Robert?
I have a PKD
Okay.
5223 blaster, which is 2 damage.
Yeah. Selma, do you have the sub? Yeah, you
Yes.
do. Okay, yep. It is 1d12 piercing, engaged, and short. I just had
Okay.
those in reverse order. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, let's pull that up here. Engaged. And then short. Wow, I'm actually surprised my brain even remembered that. Okay. So then I want to push. Now will it do it, I wonder? No, it won't. I wonder if I have to roll again. Please hold on. Push. It still won't do it.
No. What is happening when you push?
It just says no attribute. Can you see it on the stream?
I don't
It's
have
not
that
showing up for
open.
us.
Well, that's good. That's good, but not sure why this isn't, the sheet isn't working. All right, well,
Hypothetically, you just rolled again, right?
yeah,
You just rolled
I'll
the
just,
subcode
yeah, I'll
damage.
just roll it again.
Oh my god!
That's a double crit.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. When you push
yeah,
as a
when you-
replicant.
Yep, when you push as a replicant, you get to do 2, but you succeeded
To
all.
resolve, I think.
Yes, that is correct. The Selma's, though, her success, since I was allowing you guys to fire at the same time. Sorry, I just had to shut my emotional brain off and go into GM mode, even if I'm going to kill you, and I don't want to do it, but because you guys are firing at the same time, your successes are going to cancel each other out like we were in hand-to-hand combat. So that means it's only 2 successes instead of the 3, but that does mean that we need to roll on the critical injury table, and then I get to choose from that critical injury table. So does somebody want to, I think it should be Skiff, roll a 1d12 for me?
If you
will.
think it
I'd
should be
love
Skiff,
to.
then okay.
Where's what page is the critical injury table on?
I don't know. I have this fancy little GM screen. Hold
Oh,
on.
I
It
got
is
it, I
page
got it, I got it.
73.
Yep.
It's not good. I'll tell you that.
Okay. Piercing.
Yeah, and so for those of you who are listening and maybe don't know what this system is or haven't had any experience with it, this isn't like D&D in that you don't get saving throws or anything like that. On this critical injury table, you have 12 options. Some of them are pierced eye, hand impaled, bleeding gut, cracked skull, And there are 4 permanent injuries on here. The rest tell you how long it will take to heal. Some are a week, some are a month, some are permanent. And then there are 3 rolls on here. 3 of the 12 are instant death.
4.
3.
It skips 9 for some reason.
9
8,
is
10, 11, 12.
Well, 9 is
9 is
can't
like
stand up, right?
yeah, you can't stand.
Oh no, 8, 10, 12.
Yep.
Those
So
are the ones.
there's only 3 instant deaths.
You're right.
So please don't
Don't
roll.
roll.
Don't
roll
roll.
an 8, 10, or 12. Okay, got it.
Wait,
Can do.
okay, an 8, a 10, or a 12?
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, yo.
Okay. Oh my god.
They're all
Oh,
bad.
thank God, bro, bitch. Oh my
5.
God, I'm so sorry. Oh my God. Okay,
This is
I
super
put it away,
bad.
so you go ahead and describe
Still-
it. I
Yep,
just
yep.
I was
This is
looking for
still
those
super bad.
numbers.
this is still really bad. Okay, so we have 2 shots that fire around the same time. And one of them misses. Selma's misses. It hits right near Renzo's head. And I think it's probably at the moment where he's looking at Skiff and he says, "What do you mean?" And Skiff repeats himself. Renzo's not a fucking idiot and he realizes something's going on. And then when he says, "I'm sorry," and repeats it again, he takes that opportunity to fire. The bullet will pierce right through Skiff's gut, tearing right out the other side, and he begins bleeding profusely. Any mobility roll will reopen this wound.
I'm hit. Get that fucker. Get him. Officer down. Officer down. Snake bit.
And then he collapses to his knees.
We need dispatch immediately at Snake Pit. Emergency.
I aim my gun, and I take another shot at his head.
Okay, let's go ahead and initiate another round. I don't remember the turn order, but I don't care. So we're just gonna. I don't think there is a turn order. You guys go. Whoever wants to go. Okay. Go ahead then, Speth. You can go first.
Okay, so my firearm. So that's the 3 arrow button.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
The rest
Alright, so
of
I'm
you,
just gonna-
please choose your maneuvers, right? You get to choose to chase or whatever. Yep. So choose those while she's making her choice.
I am going to try and cut off the other avenue of escape.
Okay.
So I'm going to basically... So I'm going to try and block, I guess, is the
Yep.
technical maneuver.
That's the maneuver. Yep.
Now, if I'm blocking, how many... I have to move the spaces first, right? So I guess it would be chase first.
Yep.
All right.
I missed my shot completely.
Yep.
I know that probably cost me some time.
Why do you
And some
think
energy.
that is? Is it just skill or are you nervous?
Well, I think it's probably a mix of both at this point. I don't like looking at replicants when I shoot them. So I aim my gun, and it looks like fake. It looks fake to me. It looks like something made up. It looks completely fabricated. And it's like terror to me. It's like uncanny valley. I can't even look at it. It's like my worst nightmare. And it happens every time I come across one of these things. So
Okay.
I buckle a little.
She's choosing the stand and shoot maneuver. Next up,
I'll be sprinting, I
okay,
guess.
you're doing the pursue maneuver.
And I have to roll a mobility roll. Am
That's
I
right.
contending with any obstacles or anything?
I didn't pull an obstacle card right now, so we're not going to do one this round. You get lucky. Nice.
That's a crit.
So you're able to move 2 spaces now, or 2 little sections.
Okay,
So
so
those are the
one-
red lines on the map here. And I'm
Now,
gonna-
is the dance floor and the bar one area?
there should be red lines showing you. So hold on, I know chat, you can't see this here. Let me take a look. So you
So I
have
was
moved
in
into
the
this area.
lounge.
So
I was in the lounge.
yeah, so then moving into the dance floor is one area, and then the red line to go to the backstage is another.
Yeah, I want to go to the loading platform, basically. I want to cut off that door
okay,
right
okay.
there.
So you are able to move into that space, yes. Yep, absolutely.
Okay. So I think I hear the shots fire, and I'm already in motion chasing after our drug dealer, and I sort of quickly turn, and there's a slight hesitation, and I just keep running, and I run right past Bob, jump over the bar, and slam open the doors leading into the back, and I'm just rushing down the hallway.
Okay.
All right. So my question is I know what my maneuver is. I'm actually running towards him right now, but I'm not sure how choosing your maneuver matters in this situation, because I'm wondering if Renzo is starting to turn his gun towards Selma.
Yes. He absolutely would be.
So, my maneuver was to
I don't
run
even
up
say anything to Bob. I think Bob should be able to understand what I'm doing right away. I'm just leaping across
If you
the
run
bar.
past me, absolutely. Yeah. If we catch eyes, I'd nod. I'm running to Selma as Renzo is bringing the gun up, and I'm going to try and pull her out of the way before she gets shot. So I'll get right here, but I'm not sure. This is sort of an improvised.
This counts as an other maneuver where you're improvising or doing something else. So basically what you're saying is, I'm going to take the hit if he fires at Selma. I'm going to be the one standing there to take the shot. Is that correct?
Yeah, essentially. Yep.
Yeah, okay. To be clear, he is readying his gun and moving it to Selma now that Skiff is down.
Yep.
Okay. That's it for your turns.
All right.
Skiff, I don't think that you have a turn this round, obviously, because you've just been shot. So next round, I will allow you to crawl or do something, but this initial round, you've been hit. So I think you lose a reaction. That makes sense to me. So I am also doing stand and shoot, and I'm going to be aiming for Selma, which is now Bob, because Bob is going to get in the way, but I don't think I know that yet. Okay.
Or disadvantage?
Am I disadvantaged? Why would I be disadvantaged?
Because Bob is pulling Selma out of the way.
I don't think that counts as a disadvantage.
Okay.
Because I'm still aiming for her or Bob. I'm also a replicant with crazy reaction speed, so I don't think that this bothers me any.
I tried.
You did try, and I appreciate the lobbying.
I thought about arguing it too, and I was
I do appreciate it, but I think he's pretty crazy. Okay, here we go.
Okay, this is contested still.
This is not a contested roll. The only reason.
So I'm just gonna take this.
Yes, yeah. So you're gonna take 1 damage and you get hit. What do we see though as you kind of pull her out of the way?
I think what you see is Bob runs up behind Selma, seeing Renzo moving the gun in her direction. I'll grab her by the shoulders, and I will essentially grab and push her out of the way. I think I'm trying to run with her by the time this thing clips me.
Where does it hit you?
I'm gonna say the shoulder.
I think so too, because
yeah.
I think so too, because we see him. Because I was having it as in he was using both hands and he was upset when he shot Skiff. But when he shot Skiff, saw him fall to the ground. I think we then see him calm down a little bit, and he goes a bit steely in his gaze, and only with one hand does he swing the gun out and then point it towards Selma. He's aiming for her heart, but you push her out of the way and it hits here in your shoulder. Yeah.
Right. So I think I will fall backwards with the impact of that bullet, and I'm sitting up on the floor. Yeah, and I guess I'll wait until my next turn.
Oh my God. Bob!
I'm fine.
You don't
So
have
valiant.
to lose your turn, Aaron. The rules do not say that you have to lose your turn. The only reason I did it was because he took a critical injury.
Oh, okay.
And I think it would be narratively cool, but detrimental to you guys and the team and the system. So I'll let you still make that choice, but I feel like I should step in.
I mean, if I fall down and when we go through the thing again, then I'll have another maneuver ready.
Yep. Okay.
On the next.
Okay, so this is the
round.
next turn. That's right. I was the last one to move. So now I'm going to be pulling a maneuver card. Dead end. If the prey has chosen to pursue, flee, hide, or block, the maneuver fails automatically. Has everybody else chosen their maneuver card?
So how do you do? Oh, well, I mean, just the maneuver itself, or is there a specific card that we need to
Well,
grab as well?
Well, you just choose your maneuver action for the round.
Oh, sure.
Sure. So if you are going to be shooting, then you would choose stand and shoot. You have hide, other, which is your improvised one, pursue and flee, block, cut off, and that's it. Those are the ones that you can choose between.
I'm going to pursue.
Okay.
I mean, I think I fall back with the impact of the shot, but sort of roll with it and get up and keep sprinting. So I'm attempting to close the distance.
Okay, so you are, and let me move over here so the chat can see. Don't worry, I know that this is a weird sideways, but so you guys can see the full map. So you are only one space away. So you basically only need one success to close this gap. Sorry.
Can I do something first?
Please. Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with that.
I'm going to yell to Bob. Now, I imagine this is something we've done before. I'm going to say, big city. And I think to Bob, that would mean bright lights. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw a flashbang down the hallway where Renzo is.
Okay.
It's a medium range, so I should be able to do that. I'm just gonna kind of pop my arm around the corner and toss it.
Okay, let me look at the map here and see if there's a door.
There is in front of me.
Okay. So you will need to do, because this is an improvised attack, so let's roll mobility.
I'm using an item. This is a medium range item.
Okay. Yep. All right then.
So it just says varies in this, so I don't know what you'd like me to roll.
I think it's going to be agility, or some sort of movement, because you literally have to like move forward, peek around the corner, and then toss it. That's what makes sense to me. If you want to argue something else, we can.
So I guess firearms.
Firearms works. Is there any additional bonus that you get for using the actual firearm itself, though? We would want to make sure that that's not included.
No.
Okay, then yeah.
And I'm terrible at firearms. I'm terrible at firearms, but it's the thing that makes the most sense. So here we go. I'm gonna push.
Yep. 1 or 2?
Yeah, it's gonna be 2.
Okay.
Oof.
Oh! Okay, so what happens?
I throw it, and it hits the dressing room door. One of the dressing room doors is open, and it just the flashbang goes off, and there's a loud noise, and it's probably slightly disorienting, but for Renzo, it's not enough.
Okay.
All right. I would have understood that, and I probably closed my eyes until I heard the bang, but I was running forward, so I don't know if that's going to be detrimental at all. But I am trying to get right up into his space.
Yep, you are. So go ahead and make your
Mobility.
Yep, your mobility. That's right.
All right, that's a success.
Now, what happens when you enter into the same range as the prey is you automatically engage in combat. Automatically.
Good,
So
I had my
this is-
survival knife out.
Do you still, after pushing her out of the way and getting shot? It's
Oh,
fine if
you
you
know
think
what?
you do, but I just...
No, I think, well, so the idea was I wasn't going to pull it out until I got close anyway.
Mhm.
And my first initial choice was to pull her out of the way after I heard Skiff,
Yep.
after the shot and him saying, officer down. So I wouldn't have pulled it out yet. So
Okay.
it really depends if there's an issue with me pulling it out.
There's no
between-
issue with you pulling it out. Absolutely not.
Okay.
I thought you already had it out and then you pushed her out of the way and then you got shot and you said you fell down. So I wasn't sure if you'd still
Yeah.
have it in your hand. But yeah, go for it.
That'd be fair. But
Yep.
no, I wouldn't have pulled it out until I was getting close because it's quick enough. And running with knives is bad. So as soon as I get in
The
close
only
contact,
thing I need to double check is that when you enter in with the pursue action and you automatically get into combat, we need to double check that it's not a hand-to-hand that you get into, that you can actually use a weapon in this move and not your turn move. But I'm pretty sure you can. So let me just double check that.
while you do
Keep
that,
going.
I'm actually not sure how much damage the survival knife.
I can
because I
also
thought it
look
was a
that up.
hand-to-hand sort of move.
I think it
anyway.
is as well, but I just want to double check this because this is life or death here, and I don't want to fuck this up.
Survival knife is 1 damage. The crit die is a D10.
All right, so just same as hand-to-hand, I can just switch it to piercing instead of crushing.
I think you can also duplicate that hand-to-hand roll and then just change those things so you always have it on you.
Yeah, let me see if I can. Yeah, I'll do that now.
Sorry guys, I know I hate like looking stuff up in the middle, but I have to because I feel like this will determine
What are you looking
some
for?
serious stuff. If when you engage in a pursuit, if you are able to use a weapon like a gun in that first engaging hand-to-hand. I think
the
you're allowed to
guns-
engage hand-to-hand and hand-to-hand weapons, but you can't use a gun unless you've got a close combat gun or unless you choose stand and
Yeah,
shoot.
you need a specific gun to fire in close range. The subcompact, I think, is one of them.
Yeah, I'm just wondering because they have a specific card for stand and shoot. So that implies to me that you need to say, I'm attacking rather than I'm pursuing, because basically he gets to close the distance and attack in the same round. So I'm just making sure that it's not overpowered and broken, that he gets to also use a weapon in that attack and that pursuit. So I'm just double checking really quickly. It'll only take a second. Does anybody have another thing that they want to do at the same time? Skiff, do you want to try to do something?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and crawl out of the hallway and into the on the dance floor.
Okay.
Unless of course that would call for a.
That's a mobility roll, isn't it?
Oh well, it doesn't matter because mobility roll is for reopening the wound.
Oh, okay. All right,
after
for later.
a healing attempt is made. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. I don't think you need to roll for that. You can just describe what we see as you're crawling away while I look this up.
Skiff has fallen down and he's in the fetal position, holding his gut, and he just kind of like gets up on like one knee and then starts just like kind of scooting on that one knee towards the doorway, just dripping and leaking blood like a slug as he maneuvers his way through the door. And then now is it a door or is it just a hallway?
It's
I
like
mean,
a
it's just
door
an
frame.
opening.
Yep, it's just an opening
Okay.
door frame. Like
As soon as he
open
gets
concept.
to the other side of the door frame, he just slumps in a heap against the wall with the door frame, like right here
We
where
see
he
a
was.
blood trail behind him as well. Okay, so I did just look it up. To fire a gun, it's a specific move. You're engaging in close combat or, getting here, you get a free attack on me. But it's hand-to-hand or hand-to-hand weapons, so I'm gonna... Well, it's hand-to-hand, so I'm gonna assume that includes hand-to-hand weapons. So you may use your knife. But keep in mind that that's a rule that will then also apply to you guys.
Sure.
So when they engage with you, they can... Yeah, okay.
All right,
Okay.
here we go.
Would you like to push?
Yeah, I've got extra resolve for this specifically, so yeah, I'll push both.
Nice.
All right, I get
That's a
one
success. Now, I feel obligated to tell you, you can do 1 damage or you can do an alternate action like disarm or attempt to disarm. You can push him to the floor. You can do a lot of other things as well.
I specifically wanted to go after the tendons in his wrist, so he can't use the gun.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. So you're just doing the damage. However, I believe that means that you should have rolled at a disadvantage because you're calling that shot. You're doing a specific location.
Then let's not do that.
So, okay. All right. Yep.
Yeah, I can try that next time.
I just found the page that included the options for you. So if you give me a second, I can
Sure.
list that. They are on page 68. So special attacks in close combat, you might want to achieve a different result than simply hurting your opponent. You can wrestle the handheld item from your opponent's grasp, trip them to the ground, push them in short range, or pin them. So okay, so we're doing 1 damage on him. Okay.
Yeah. I think I am trying to get him off balance as I run full force into him, and I'll stab wherever I can stab. It's not a fatal wound, but I think I'm going for center mass as much as I can.
I think he turns at the last second and you hit him right in the forearm. You slice his forearm right open, and he's bleeding. And he looks down and then he looks at you, and you see no emotion here. And now it's his turn.
All right.
He's going to attack you. And I think we're going to go ahead and do...
Oh, wait. Did Selma go?
Did Selma go? I mean, technically... Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
I mean, I did go. The last thing I did was I shot and I missed.
But I don't think you went this round. This is the start
Yes,
of a new
right,
round.
right.
Yep. So
No,
you
I
get to
did
go.
not.
Yep. Now,
Okay.
typically, just in case there are people watching, screaming, the rules say that the prey gets to go first, but I'm allowing it to be a little bit different for this specific situation because they have the advantage. He was not suspecting this at all. So. Okay.
So, okay, my options again, real quick right now, because Tyson, it looks like he's about to attack Bob or is attacking Bob.
That's right. They're engaged.
Okay, so they're engaged. Is Tyson's back to me?
No. So Tyson is facing down the hallway.
Okay.
Bob just entered in. So if you look at the map, I will move the icons so that you can properly see. Oh, no, they're already moved. So that's kind of what you see. Bob has come up in front of you and is engaged with him in this doorway. Skiff is now crawling out onto you can see him crawling onto the dance floor, bleeding everywhere from that entryway. And then you don't know where Galen went, but you heard a flashbang. You heard some stuff to your left behind the bar and behind the storage hallway here. And I think you've been on the force long enough to know he's closing off the exits. That was the first thing that you guys were doing.
All right, so I understand my position from him. I'm sorry. I thought I knew what I wanted to do, and now I'm feeling like is there a way I can roll some kind of I don't know, some kind of insight about the technology of this building, or some way I can identify? That way I can relay this information, maybe to dispatch if it would help them on their way, because I know we already signaled for them to.
Dispatch. Here we go. Oh, looks like it's working. Oh, we're here. We're back. Everybody refresh. Oh my God, don't worry. We held. I saw it as soon as it happened. Okay. You were making a move. Could you imagine? Like, I just lose internet and we're unable to finish right here. Oh my God, the anxiety. You were trying to do an improvised move. So normally on the improvised moves, what we do is we try to figure out together what bonus that gives somebody else in the round or what disadvantage that might impose on Tyson. Because they're coming either way, and I've already rolled for how many rounds it will take for them to get here. So potentially, what we could say is that if you succeed at this roll, it would probably be a connections roll, unless you want to argue something else, is that will either reduce the number of rounds it takes for them to get here by 1, unless you critically succeed, then we could negotiate, or you could do some sort of other advantage to one of your other teammates.
Advantage to another teammate.
Okay. Might I recommend Skiff? Like potentially is for healing purposes or something like that? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. One of the reasons I wanted to do this in the first place was to locate like the nearest exit or the nearest place that they could come in where they could locate Skiff.
Yeah. Okay.
The fastest.
So we see Selma eyes darting around, assessing the situation. She sees Bob is sort of blocking her path to Renzo, so firing would be deadly, potentially to her teammates, so she chooses not to do that. She hears Galen doing something over on the other side, and probably assumes there's an exit there. Actually, I take that back. She doesn't need to assume, because these guys absolutely assessed the exits before they went into this building. Because they're professional. So you know there's an exit that way that he's now blocking off. Skiff was blocking the only other exit to the building that you guys know of, and he is now crawling on the floor. So I think we just see you run forward to Skiff and try to assist, right? Oh no.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh no.
Am I in?
Yeah, you went wobbly again.
Oh no.
Wobbly again.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
That's the best screenshot of all time,
sorry.
dude.
I saw
so
it.
Good. Okay.
We need to shovel more coal in the hamster.
Oh my God. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do for you all.
It's a new emote. Thank you.
The sound seems to be fine for me. I don't know about you guys. Can you hear okay?
It's good now.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I see that it's a green light now. I've also, just in case.
Sorry. That's really good.
I've hit record on the audio as well. So I'm now recording locally on my PC, the audio, because it hasn't messed up for me at all. So just in case we need to, if the internet cuts, we need to just at least finish out something, some sort of combat.
Sure.
Okay. Yep. Okay. All right. So, so we see you running towards Skiff, and you're calling out the exit. Go for it.
Yes. I think what I'm doing right now is just talking to dispatch.
Yep.
Now, what specific exit is this? This is the dressing room back door?
Yeah, so, yes, you're right. It is the backstage back door that you're telling them to utilize. Yep.
Okay.
Dispatch, can you relay this to emergency team? We need you to come in through the backstage back door. We have a medical emergency right now.
Sorry, what code would that be under? Because I want to make sure it's serious. Would I know?
Oh, I think there's a codes page in the book as well.
Is there?
I think there is.
Oh gosh, it's so in depth.
I know it is. I vaguely remember seeing it, but I don't know what the code is off the top of my head. But I'm sure we have. I'm sure we have somebody in the chat that knows what that code would be.
Yeah.
Somebody that is like either in law enforcement or paramedic team or something like that would know what that code would be.
Maybe like it's part of standard procedure or something there. In any case, that's what I'm radioing in. Is that it's very serious. He's very hurt.
Okay.
10999.
10999 sounds like officer down. 10999 officer down. That sounds right.
We have a 10999 officer down.
Okay. How many in the building?
At this present stage, I'm going to assume about 6 to 10.
Okay. And how many officers?
Should be 4.
Okay.
Over.
Got it. We're on our way. Hold on.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Over.
Yeah, if I can give that advantage to Skiff, and I guess try my hardest to really root for Bob, because I don't know if I would be able to use another move here, would I?
What would you like to do?
Well, what I would really like to do is, try to put this guy in a headlock so I don't have to look at him. But,
Okay, so why don't we say that your chatter to dispatch was just battle chatter, and you can actually still make a maneuver roll if you want to get behind this guy and put him in a headlock.
Okay.
I will
sure.
allow that. But what it will do
right.
is Skiff won't be able to use that bonus for recovery time, which is what I was going to give him. So it's up to you. But I think...
I'd rather he have the bonus.
Okay.
No.
All right.
I'll that's fine.
Sounds good.
I'll stay here and... Come on, Bob!
Okay. Now it is my turn. And I am going for Bob.
Yeah.
The subcompact can be shot in short range, but at disadvantage, correct?
So this is engaged, which is less than short.
So I have that the firearms list tree. It goes D12, 1 for damage, piercing, engaged, and then short. So I'm pretty sure I can use this in engaged.
Yeah, if it's got engaged, yeah.
It just doesn't say like which is which here. Because I don't have a new weapon. Let me just add a new one. Minimum range. Yep, the minimum range is engaged.
Yes.
Yep, so I can use this, and I am absolutely going to do it. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Ow.
No, it's not okay.
Okay, so you
hold
roll.
on.
He gets to roll as well. Yep.
I just remembered something that changes all of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Undershirts. We have undershirts.
That's for damage,
So-
right?
That is when we are taking damage, so you have to roll your undershirt, and if you get a success, you minus that from the damage that you take.
Okay. So unfortunately, I don't think that would work with Skiff
I
because he
wasn't
rolled a
wearing one.
critical. Yeah, and
Yep.
he's not wearing his. Did you put your shirt back on? Because I vaguely remember you saying you left something in the car, but I don't know what it was.
I left the heavy duty gear in
Okay.
the car.
Yep. So the undershirt.
So I should have the undershirt.
Okay. I also need you to roll me a 1d12. And
All right. So which one do you want me to roll first? The undershirt or the
I think you need to
1d12?
roll the 1d12 because the 1d12 could be one of the 3 instant deaths.
All right.
And just a reminder, well, okay, that's good. You also get hit right in the gut. It's the same thing that happens to Skiff, okay? But I think, Bob, what we see, you saw this steely expression come over. There was no emotion in Tyson's face. And then you hear Selma say, "Come on, Bob." Did you actually say that before I continue, Selma?
That's such a great question.
Yeah,
I
'cause
felt like I was being almost facetious.
I
there,
thought so
but
too. Okay, so I just wanted to
If you
check
want
before I
that to
continue.
count-
No.
if you want it to count.
No. I just want to make sure.
Okay.
If it's what you would have
Okay.
done, then it's what happened. If it's not
Probably
what you would have
not.
done,
It's a very
then okay.
serious situation.
Yeah,
I don't think she would have been
probably
like,
not.
all right, give the 1, 2.
Come on,
No,
let's go.
Yeah.
Give him
All
the
right.
1, 2.
Probably not.
Okay. So he has absolutely no emotion on his face. But then when you slice him, he looks down at his hand and he sees the blood, and his eyes linger there for a second. It's almost like he's really happy that you did this to him. It's like he feels like Like he didn't expect to see blood that was red, I think is what you notice here in this moment. And there's just a slight smile before he pulls his subcontact up to your gut and pulls the trigger.
Does the police gear come into effect at all with this?
I believe you still take your critical, but then you wouldn't take the extra 1 damage, or you roll to see how much that it knocks off, I think, is how that works.
That is correct.
Yep.
I'll
So
do
you-
this. 1.
You roll your undershirt. It should be a C.
Yep,
Yeah.
that was a C.
Okay. So you've got a success. So that takes 1 damage off.
So is this a 2 damage gun?
No, it's a 1 damage
She
gun.
got a.
But I did get a critical. But
So
doesn't
I'm
the
not
crit
sure how
just
to-
add to the table? Let me look. Right, so you're taking 1 damage.
All right.
Because the critical means you still take damage, but you also roll on the critical injuries table.
All right.
I got there in the end, guys. Sorry. I don't know why the
All
rules
right.
are doing this stream. I'm fixing it. Don't worry.
Now, can I see Bob? Can I see what happened from where I am? I don't think I can.
I don't
right?
think you can, because you were in that hallway and then you threw that flashbang. So I don't
Yeah.
think you. I mean, you're hearing shots fired. You probably. I don't want to assume anything about you, Bob. But do you cry out when he shoots you? Because I think you can hear that.
You'd hear the gunshot. I don't know how. I would grunt almost immediately, but that gun's gonna be a very loud thing. So I won't cry out. I'd just be like,
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Yep.
Close combat is dangerous even for you as the attacker. Therefore, a close combat attack against an active and aware opponent is resolved as an opposed roll using the skill for the weapon they are using. An
That's
opposed
correct.
roll.
That's correct. So he still has to roll. If he manages.
Was I supposed to do an opposed roll?
No, because Selma's roll was accounting as the opposed in that moment
Okay.
because she was firing at the same time. So we made a
Gotcha, okay.
lobby that we would do it that way.
Okay.
Just for that roll. But now you can go ahead and roll your armed weapon, Bob, which is the dagger.
right. It's a 1.
Also, I think,
That is a
can you
success.
read that again, Zeke? Does that say
On
close
crits?
combat?
Yes, close combat.
Okay, so I think when you're far away, ranged, it's not close combat anyway. Like you guys are firing guns at each other from down the hallway. I think close combat is like when you're doing hand to hand or something like that.
No, close combat counts as firearms.
Okay, awesome.
Engaged is close
Engaged
combat.
is close combat. Okay, cool. Good to know.
Yep. And it says you have to roll 2 successes over the opposed roll to get a crit.
So this
Yes.
is not a
If 3
crit then.
successes and you roll, and the other person rolls 2. That
Then you
means
got to
the
go over.
opposed
So
roll
you don't
is
get
1.
shot in the gut. You only take the damage. Is that right?
There you go.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, did he only
Yeah,
get-
that
So
makes
it's a
sense.
0
What's his roll?
because of the shirt.
Okay.
Yes, his
So-
roll.
So
Oh.
And
Tyson's.
your and
Yes.
Bob's roll was a 1.
Yep.
So
So they can't.
the
That cancels
ones-
each other
yep.
out. So now he only
So
has
it's
one
only a
success.
one success.
Thank
There you
fucking
go.
God, dude. Okay.
And the shirt.
And the shirt
is gonna
counteracts
stop
some
all
of that damage.
But I got
Okay.
fucked because the dude rolled a 3.
Yeah, he rolled a 3, so he got the critical. Yep.
So good job, Selma. You tried. You tried.
Yeah.
Well,
And-
it
Good
wouldn't
try.
matter in his case because you weren't engaged. That wasn't close combat. That was ranged combat.
It was ranged
Okay.
combat. Yeah.
thank you, Zeke. I love you.
Yep. That was very good.
Appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, I definitely
It
look
just
down
seemed
and
too
go,
easy
oh, all
for
right.
someone who's really good at guns
Yeah.
to like crit everybody around them.
Yeah, it's very dangerous. Gun combat is incredibly dangerous. Any combat is incredibly dangerous, but okay.
So did that roll for my survival knife? Was that still okay to do?
Yeah, absolutely. But now I'm wondering, so he goes to shoot you in the gut, and I'm assuming you're tussling with him, so that we still hear the
Yeah.
shot fired, but it doesn't hit you in the gut. Or maybe
Okay.
it does, and it pierces your armor. The bullet's lodged into that undershirt.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a bad bruise later.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, wherever I had that knife stuck in,
Mhm.
I pull it out and then stick him again.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so if you roll over the attacker, whoever's turn it is, if you roll over them as a defender, you do
You
damage.
do damage. Yep, it's crazy. But so essentially what that means is that was his attack on you. And now you're going to attack him and he gets to... So you guys get 2 attacks because you're both attacking each other, right? Because he gets to also do the same thing back to you. So if you attack him with the knife, you do, because it's now your turn.
Big difference, or big thing is only the attacker can push.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Okay. But you didn't need to push that because you succeeded. However... I won't push because I was debating if I was going to push. Yeah, I was debating if he'd push it because it does say in the rules that you are allowed to push at any time. Like if you find out that they're going to negate your damage, you can then push. You don't have to push it immediately on your turn. But the thing is that rolled for the firearm.
Yes, it says the attacker can push a roll even after the defender has rolled.
Yep. So now I'm trying to decide if he would push. This firearm roll here rolled a critical 1 though. So oh wait, no it didn't. I rolled a 2.
No.
So I can push. Here's the question though. If I push this 7 and I only get a 1, or like I get a 2 or a 3, I have to stick with that roll, I think. Which means I lose my 2.
You can keep pushing, I think, if you have the resolve.
No, I know I can keep pushing, but do I get to choose? Oh, I'll stay with the first roll.
If it's a 1.
If it's a 1, you have to do that one. I knew that.
Yeah.
But, okay, all right. So it's only if it's a 1, then yes, he's going to push.
As long as you still have dice that are not 1s, you can keep pushing.
Yep, okay.
But
then
you have to spend the resolve each time.
Yeah. Then he's going to push. Wow, this is insanely incredible. I love it. Okay. So what we'll do here is... Oh, I see what happened. It started grabbing from the wrong window for some reason. Okay. I will do that in a second, but I am going to go ahead and push. So we're going to go ahead and do this.
Oh, and by the way, anybody who has gotten hit by by his gun, it's a 1 damage gun.
That's right.
A 2 crit is well, every other success over that is just 1 more damage.
Yep.
So 3 successes for a 1 damage gun is 3
damage.
3 damage.
Yep.
Which is
still
so I took 2. So
yep.
I'm okay. I have to take 2 off of my health.
Okay. So I rolled a 1, which means I have to keep it. So go ahead.
You can still roll the 7 as a push. You just can't do the 1.
So
yeah, but I don't.
Spending the resolve.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't think. So yeah, go ahead with your attack, Bob.
So okay.
While
so
I try to
question.
fix this thing here.
Hypothetically, this is now my turn.
That's correct.
If I was going to, this is my turn.
Yep.
Which also means that anyone else could take their turn right now if they've not already. Even though I'm in close combat and he just did his turn.
That's right. Someone else could take their turn. That's correct.
I am going to hold off. I will be attacking. That will be my move, but I'm holding off for other people to do what they're doing.
Is Selma moving quickly here?
I'm sorry. I feel a little lost. You know, since we're where is everyone right now in the scene?
Bob and Renzo are in close combat, wrestling around. Bob is stabbed.
Okay.
Renzo, there's a lot of blood rolling down his arm. Skiff is down on the ground. I've thrown a flashbang. I've done that thing around the corner where I throw the flashbang like that, and it bounced off of a dressing room door. It made a loud pop and that kind of sound. And obviously bright light, but it missed. So right now we're determining who's acting first in the round.
Got it. Okay. Thank you. So, we are free to take turns, is what we're saying.
Yes, anybody can go first. Typically, what we would do is roll an obstacle card, but we're not actually. we're in an enclosed space and all the obstacle cards are like crowds come in the way or something like that. So I'll just come up with an obstacle based on what the result is, you know, like this can only be done at medium range or more, but also everyone so far is choosing to attack or do some sort of cut-off maneuver. So there's no real reason to do it. So anyone can go, basically. Yes is the answer to your question.
Okay.
Okay. If Selma is not rushing to action in this situation, I'm going to try and reason with Renzo.
Okay.
I'm going to yell down the hallway. Think about this for a second, Renzo. You're not getting out of here. Backup has already been called.
Would you like to roll manipulation? Because this is an improvised improvised move, unless you want this to count as sort of like a cutoff maneuver.
I do want to try and talk Renzo down right now, so I'd like to try and manipulate him.
Okay, but the thing is that the maneuvers are set, so we would need to choose. Are you counting this as like a block maneuver or a cutoff maneuver or something like that, or are you counting it as an other maneuver, which means that the effect would vary?
I am trying to manipulate. That is an actual combat action you can take.
Okay, awesome. Let's do it.
And it is
so it falls under
manipulation
other.
roll.
Yeah, it falls under other. Then.
Well, no, it's specifically a manipulate, and it's a manipulation.
Yeah,
roll.
but it would just fall under the other section of the maneuver. It's anything that doesn't count as one of these other moves. It's still
Okay,
one of the battle moves that you can make.
It's just in the combat actions list.
Yeah,
That's
it
all.
just falls under the other maneuver. Yeah, I'm doing something else. I'm doing a manipulate maneuver. Yep, that's okay. That works. Go for it. Does it tell you what happens if you succeed, which you did?
That's a 1 success. And this is... It doesn't say specifically.
Yeah, okay. So we need to figure out how you would like to make this have an effect, either by imposing disadvantage on him, maybe, or even causing him to hesitate or doing something of the like. Because I have to tell you, I don't think anything that you say is going to convince him right now that you're not trying to kill him. Like, you'd have to roll a 4 and say something pretty insane.
Okay.
Because he's in the, you guys are, you've been shooting at him. Bob's trying to cut him with a knife, and he just shot Skiff square in the gut. I think he thinks he's got a pretty good chance of taking you down. And rules-wise, he does. Replicants are very dangerous to deal with.
Okay. I think what is happening there is Renzo might be wondering if they're getting out of here alive. What else is going on here?
Yeah.
Is sort of secondary, maybe.
So I have to correct you. I think he knows he's not getting out alive. So that may change the game for you if you want. Based on this conversation and his reaction, I think you can know that he is just trying to take as many of you down with him before he goes. So taking that tactic will not work. For the cause.
I will... Then I will say... What do you dream of, Renzo? What is your goal here?
to
You
bleed
just
like the
killed a
rest
lot
of you.
of people.
Yeah, and how many people have you killed?
A lot less than you have in the last week.
Somehow I doubt that.
You set off a bomb, Renzo. If you wanted to be treated like the rest of us, you'd be locked up for that.
Yeah, if you can catch me, like the rest of us. But you're not gonna catch me. You're gonna kill me.
It doesn't have to be that way.
Yes, it does. You decided that, not me.
You fired a gun.
You fired first. And now I
That
will
was a
I will
warning
take an
shot.
action. I will take an action. I will fire. Yeah, well. I will shoot at disadvantage. But you're taking your turn, right?
That is my turn.
Yeah, okay.
I took the manipulate.
Yeah,
action.
manipulate action. Okay, so I will, I think I will just roll at disadvantage for that. I have to think about that because I feel like that only fired him up more. But you technically succeeded, so I'll roll it as disadvantage. But narratively, I think you see him more determined than ever. Okay, Aaron, you wanted to come in and attack, right? Oh, actually, I could give him disadvantage on this because it's happening right now. That makes
Sure.
sense to me.
I mean, I'll take that.
Yep.
So
I will.
how does that
yeah,
work
that makes
for
more
me?
sense. So you just go ahead and you make your attack roll with your knife.
Oh,
And then I do
all
an
right.
opposed roll. And whichever one wins does the damage. But I'll be rolling
All
at
right.
disadvantage. Yep.
I
For
know
this
it.
one, I'm
I
gonna
know what I could say. Oh shit.
say it first. But I will.
Oh.
I'll get to the point where I'm going. Okay, so let's do this. While you're figuring out what you're about to say, I'm going to describe what I'm about to try and accomplish. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So, at this point, hearing my partner as he is doing this bit of banter with Renzo, maybe at this point Renzo had gotten, a foot or so away as he's yelling, and I'm recentering myself. I've got the knife; it's turned backwards. This is where I'm going to go for the tendons on his wrist.
A called shot. Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to attempt to cut that, make him drop the gun.
Oh my god, I would just want to search this channel. Why?
Oh.
Oh, I know what you're gonna do. I know what you're trying to do, but you gotta, I feel like.
Why is the default action all channels?
I know, I hate it. I hate it so much. I know what you're trying to say. Do you want me to just DM it to you? I know
Yes.
what you're doing. Yeah, I know what you're doing.
God damn it.
But do you think Galen would remember, or do you want to roll to see if he remembers this?
It's been 3 weeks, but it's only been a freaking hour in game.
Maybe I don't know what you're.
Wait a minute.
I don't think I know what you're trying to say to him then. Never mind.
I hate it so much. Why can't I friggin' remember?
Well, you have time. A little bit of time.
I
Go ahead,
actually
Aaron.
might know. Oh God. Do you want me to continue
What is
with
the
my
quote
action?
from the fucking fish tank?
Yeah, I knew it. Okay, hold on. I can only give you the last bit of it. And I have to
Do you
find
want me
it
to?
because do you have it, bud?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, if you'll give it to him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm searching for it. I'm trying to fucking find it through my notes.
Okay, hold on. I will send it.
Yeah. What's this journey? Mine?
So that's what sends him off balance a little bit.
Yeah. I think the
All
whole
right.
interaction does, but yeah.
All right. So, yeah. Okay. So called shot. This puts me. I have to do this at disadvantage, right? Since this is called.
Yes, you do, and so do I.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna push it.
Yeah. Do it.
Come on now. Shit. Exact same roll. Oh, my resolve is so high. No, I missed.
Okay, but then I also get
You
to...
can push again.
You can push again, you just have to take the resolve damage.
And it's 1 each time.
That's right. Well, it's... yes, you would need to roll it. You need to take another one now that you're rolling again. Yes.
All right, fuck it. There it is.
There you go. You got a success. Okay. Now I get to roll mine, my engaged attack as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Oh God.
Wait, I thought you were doing that at disadvantage.
Oh, thank God I am. I'm supposed to. Oh God, I was about to start
Still would have been
crying,
a 6.
dude.
It was a 1.
Yeah.
Same
So
roll.
that's fine.
That was the
Yeah,
same roll.
exact same
So
roll.
The same roll.
Yeah.
Okay. So that means we cancel each other out and do no damage.
All right.
All right.
Ugh.
Okay. Who's next? We got Skiff and Selma.
Can you read me the list of
Yep, I got
options
you.
again? I'm sorry. Thank you.
No, you don't have to apologize. This is extremely stressful. I'm with you. Especially knowing the stakes and knowing that every time I fire a gun, I have the potential of killing you out of the 3 out of 12, dude. It's nuts. For a critical anyway. Okay, here's what you've got. You can sprint, you can crawl, you can do an unarmed attack, you can do a melee attack, you can grapple, you can break free, you can shoot your firearm, you can aim carefully, which gives you a bonus the next time you shoot, which you may want to consider doing if you're going to fire because you know, you can throw a weapon, you can use an improvised weapon, you can do first aid. You can also manipulate, and you can use an item. Probably just should have had you do the manipulate at disadvantage whack now that I'm thinking about it, but next time, we know now.
would have been the same result.
Okay.
See, I'm caught. So Bob and Tyson right now, they're still struggling. They're still okay. Galen is at the end of the hallway? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm past the bar in like the back room hallway area.
Okay. Gosh, sorry, this is so tough.
No, it's okay. I'm with you. I'm also struggling. I literally had to shut off my emotion chip here. I think best option, if you want my advice, because this is a new system to you, would be to either medical aid on Skiff or...
I was thinking that, but I also didn't want to just take it away from... If that was already going to happen, I wasn't sure if that would be like...
It's in a... Well, so if we think about it this way, you know that help is on the way, but you don't know how far away it is. And that's what Selma would know, right? Is that he's bleeding from the gut on the floor.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I would either do that or I would try to engage in combat. However, he's got a gun and, you know, like you're not so great at a gun and he does get a chance to attack you. So that's another firing of his gun that he gets to do every round. So maybe it's not, I think one of the best things that you could have done was not get engaged with him right now.
Okay.
So yeah.
I think that I was also considering that because I'm not so bad with medical aid, so maybe I could take that turn to check on Skiff and see what I can apply to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, okay. So go ahead and make a medical roll.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a 1. So we're going to pause for a second on that. And then we're basically going to go over to Skiff. And then, Selma, you enter the scene when you feel it's appropriate. So this is kind of what's been happening with Skiff while the rest of this is going on.
Sure.
Okay, hold on. Okay. Medical aid has been rolled. And let's see. If the roll succeeds. Oh, if the roll succeeds, the time limit of your crit is increased by 1 category. So
from 1 week to lower?
From shift, which is what it is, to a week.
Okay.
Because, my bleeding gut, or healing, excuse me.
Yeah. She just increases your healing time, right? Or decreases your healing time, I believe.
Did the stream drop?
Wait,
Nope.
it just says the time limit of your
Lord.
crit. But there's 2 time limits.
Gravy.
There's a death save and a
Barnett.
healing save. But it doesn't specify which one.
It's probably healing because you don't need a death right now.
Oh, when a crit with a time limit of a shift, yes,
Yeah.
is successfully treated, you no longer risk dying. Okay, and you don't need to make any further death saves. Okay, so you saved me from death saves.
Yep.
Good.
Awesome.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
That's very nice.
That's very, very good. Okay, let's go
But
ahead.
I still will die, like, not in a shift, but I will die if I don't get.
Yeah, if
medical
you don't get
attention.
aid, if you don't get medical
if
attention.
I'm left out in a gutter, I will still die.
Okay,
Music,
You have given
music
me-
is
Well,
gone.
we
too.
all-
I know. I know. Okay, so we are now we're back. The stream is back, and we're basically going to take a moment here. Selma is going to come in when she feels it is appropriate, but right now we're going to
Sure.
take a moment with Skiff, who is bleeding from a gut wound on the floor.
So Selma comes up. And
Not
I
yet.
Look at her.
Oh, okay. Unless you want her to come in
no,
right now. Yep. Cool.
Yep. No, just at the beginning here, just this
Yep.
first little part.
Yep.
Selma comes up, and I'm holding my gut, and she makes me move my hand, and I look up at her and I go, "It's bad, Mama Bear.
Oh
It's real
no.
bad. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll make it.
Okay. Okay. All right. Keep your head up. Head up. Okay. I look around. I think there's some kind of jacket. Looks like somebody left it here, so I'm just gonna kind of take it off a chair. All right. Head up. Underneath. Okay. There we go. All right. Skiff, help. Help is coming. Help's coming. I'm gonna try and address the wound here. Okay. What do they have back there? You want some, and I see a couple bottles because I think we're near some kind of, maybe, looks like a liquor shelf. Who knew? It's a bar.
I'm not doing too well, am I, detective?
I'd say,
No, you aren't.
But damn it, if she ain't trying.
hey, you know, you're doing just as good as, just as well as the rest of us, okay?
She
We're all
really
in this. You're
cares
still
about
in
you.
this.
She's not very good at lying, but seems like she believes it. You know as well as I do that. And he looks down at the pool of blood. My chances are pretty slim.
Oh, yeah. Did you do everything you wanted to do?
No, but that's life. What I want to know is, did I do the right thing? Was I on the good guy's side? I don't want to get up there and have them turn me away because I was on the wrong side.
I think we see Detective Lake just looking down with a cigarette. And he looks sad. His eyes are filled with water and he doesn't say anything.
Selma's actually been talking to him this whole time, but I think all Skiff sees at this point is...
Yeah. That's what I was afraid of. Can you put in a good word for me? Maybe sneak me in the back?
I don't know how I do that. I'm stuck here with you. Who knows? You might get stuck here too.
Wouldn't that be a bitch?
I don't think we ever get to know if we did the right thing or the wrong thing. I think our feelings on it just change. But that perspective can always be skewed. But if you give up now, you'll never be able to correct that feeling. You'll always have this unanswered pit in your stomach. And look at her, you're going to leave her, and you'll never see the end to that riddle that you've been carrying for your whole life. It's not a bad way to go out, though.
No. Bad doing what I was... Well, what I thought I was supposed to.
What does that mean? What you're supposed to do?
My duty.
And who determines duty? What about your duty to humanity?
I'm glad you used that word. Because I don't know what it means anymore. But you're right. Look at her. She'd be lost without me.
Let's be honest. You'd be lost without her too.
Ain't that the truth? I'll see you around.
I hope so. Now, do you want to roll your shift roll? Is that something we do now, or is that something we do after? Because I know you were just looking at the rules.
The death save is alleviated until a month.
Oh, nice. Okay, so she moved it forward on the table by doing the medical roll. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
So, holy shit, that was a very important roll then that Selma made.
It was very important.
Yeah, because it was 1 week, and then he would have to roll on a death save, basically. But now she's moved it forward and given him a month of time.
And you see Skiff start to move his head a little and blink. And then Selma's voice fades in.
Hey, look at me. Right here.
Yeah.
Right here. Hey. There you are, Chief.
Hey, Mom Bear.
Hey, head up, okay? Keep it up.
Turns out they didn't want me.
All right. Well, that's good news for us, at least. You know, we get to keep you here for a little longer. Sorry about that. Still in hell with the rest of us. Sorry about that. Okay. Listen. Just breathe for me, okay? I know it's a lot. You okay? How you doing?
Did we get him?
Well, I think we're still in the process of getting him.
I'm fine. Get the fuck out of here and go help. I'll be fine.
Okay.
I promise.
Okay, all right. You hold on to that. Okay, now
Mine?
you apply pressure. Okay, right here. Don't forget.
Got it. Get out of here.
Okay, here's a bottle of whiskey. I got that for you off the shelf. Okay.
You're the best.
Okay. And I get out of the room. I go back to the action, and I get out my gun again. I ready it.
Okay. So you're taking the steady aim action here.
Yes, absolutely. Because ain't no way my aim is steady right now. I can tell you that much.
Yeah. Okay. So this will
So
actually
they're mourning
give
my
you
friend.
advantage on your next when you actually go to head and fire. I believe I will double check and look it up, but for now we're going to say that I think that's what it is, and then we're going to move ahead to the other actions in the table, which I believe for this round Aaron's already gone, so that leaves you manipulated as well.
Actually,
This round. Isn't that
I
what
don't
you
think-
just did?
Oh,
you
no,
just
I
attacked
did.
me. Yeah.
No, you're right.
I know,
did
because
go
we
for
both get
the
to
wrist.
attack. Yeah, you went for the wrist.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
You're right.
I haven't gone yet this round, so you will get a chance to attack me again in a minute because I'm coming for your throat. But, Whack,
Sure.
did you manipulate this round?
It's a good question. Let's check.
You did. I'm sorry, I do remember.
Yeah.
You did manipulate
Yeah.
this round because I used the disadvantage immediately in the round with Aaron.
Yeah.
So the only person left to go is me and Selma. So that means I need one of you immediately looking up real quick if the take aim does advantage on a roll this round or next round. I feel like
It'd be
obviously
next
it would be
round, I
next
think.
round. That makes the most sense to me, but life or death, so I just want to double check.
Yeah.
Take aim. Careful aim. If you take your time to aim carefully before squeezing the trigger, get an advantage to your attack roll. Aiming, however, is an action in itself. You cannot
Yep.
aim carefully and fire in the same round.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Otherwise, it would just be broken. Okay, but I just wanted to double check and make sure. So, because this is intense. So it is now my turn to attack.
You can also use careful aim and do something else after, as long as you are not attacked. As long as you are not hit by an attack, you still keep the effect.
Could
So,
she
like,
do?
you can
Could
aim.
she do an aim and medical roll, or that's not right because it's this
No.
action?
It's still a separate action.
Okay.
But like the following action, even if you don't shoot,
She holds
you could
the
like
aim.
chase. You could like chase and hold the aim.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay,
As
that's
long as you're
wonderful.
not hit by an attack.
Yep. Okay. Wonderful.
All right. Cool. Okay. Let's if that's okay.
Yeah.
If I can do
yeah,
that.
You're gonna
All right. Excellent.
hold your aim. You're gonna steady.
Yes.
But actually,
Steady.
I would really like to see what this looks like, as
Mm-hmm.
you, because you're not composed right now. You were just crying and like, what do we see?
Well, I think at this point I was crying, but I have some resolve. I have a very deep-seated fear of replicants, and it was again activated in taking care of Skiff and potentially watching Skiff leave this world. And it was one of the reasons I joined the force, was actually to combat that fear. She remembers how hard it was to get out of that room, being surrounded by all of them at once, just calling me names, treating me like a dog, being held hostage by these things. And then they try and take one of your friends. So I feel a burst of spite, this pure, angry, white-hot spite that kind of powers me through. And I take aim, and I just slowly come around the corner, and I lock my eyes, and I just try to make eye contact with him. And I know I can see my hand shaking But if I breathe a little bit, if I just keep my brain steady, I can make that flow like a river. And I want to be there for my partners. I want to be there for my friends.
I think we as an audience, if this were a film, we would be with her in that moment. We would be witnessing that change in her facial expression, the resolve that we would see overcome her, and then it would immediately cut to Renzo, who has the exact same expression on his face. We've got two of the same here. And he goes in to attack Bob. So Bob, you can go ahead and roll your knife.
Oh, okay.
Please get one success, at least.
That was a disadvantage.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Also, again,
You know what?
I
It's
don't
fine,
know.
I'll leave it.
I don't know how police gear and all that stuff.
So it first
flow
roll.
into this either.
First you roll your attack, and then we see
Sure.
how much damage is to be dealt, and then we roll your. So that's one.
I'm at disadvantage too.
Okay. So here's the deal. I also
Sorry
rolled
about
at
that.
disadvantage. So if you want to re-roll it normal, then I'm gonna re-roll it normal as well.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
You roll first.
Okay.
Come on, it's more fun this way. Oh, I regret everything.
He could also roll a 3. Sorry, it's the same. It's essentially the same roll. It's actually better, I think.
Well,
No, it's the
so
same-
I still do the gear,
Still
or no?
have to, yes.
Yeah, you
still
still
have to
now you
your
roll the gear.
undershirt.
But so the audience that's listening can understand what happened was the first roll I made was a 2, but I made it at disadvantage. So I went and he rolled a 1, which meant I only do 1 damage with and not including the police gear, right? So I was like, we can keep it. And he goes, no, let's roll. Then I roll a 3, which is critical. But then he rolls a 2. So it's the same situation. There's 1 round of damage left that he will take unless he rolls really well on his armor.
So here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a
Boom.
1.
No damage. So once
Yeah, so
again, he fires
think-
into you.
Yeah.
And what happens?
I am close combat with him. I'm very aware of the gun. I've gotten him a couple times with this knife at this point, missed once. And he keeps going for my midsection, and I maybe almost mechanically he keeps doing it. Maybe he's telegraphing himself a little bit, and I'm seeing it coming, so I'm moving out of the way. I'm feeling the heat of the gun as it fires, and I know that I'm on borrowed time.
New round. Who's first?
I am. I'm gonna shoot.
Okay. Now you can roll at advantage.
Okay. Advantage. Firearms.
That's right.
Okay.
And this is not a contested roll because she's at ranged. She hits him. What do we see? Where do you pierce him, you think?
Well, ideally I'd like to go for the eyeball, but I know I'm still a little bit shaky. You know, even after that, it's rough. So I probably hit him something like the neck or the throat, depending on if I hit him, I probably went lower. So likely the neck or the throat. And I kind of narrow my glasses and I say, good enough. I just keep my gun steady at him.
I think we see him lunge back a little bit. But his resolve stays the same. I think he's resigned. He knows that he's not getting out of here alive.
Okay.
Who's next? We're also trying to figure out the armor situation because you should not be rolling 2 dice for that police gear. But
Yeah, I see that. I would have still made it because the first one was a
Yes.
6.
Yeah,
However,
we just
That's
want to
what
fix
I'm
it
saying.
for we wanna fix
that's
it
just
for
it. I'm
future
rolling from the armor table. It's rolling 2. I've done nothing to it. It literally has police gear. Yeah, I did an image. Armor, police gear, C, and that's it. That's the only, like, if I do it again, it's rolling 2.
How about we just do this, where we just take the first number for that then? Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. Who's next?
Right.
You are in melee combat with a replicant. I know that if I get close, that's just gonna mess everything up.
Right.
And if I shoot, I might hit you. Okay. Then here's what I'm gonna do.
You can communicate with me if you've
I'm
got
gonna
an idea
look
what's going on.
inside the storage room to see if there's anything I can use to bash Renzo on the head.
Yep, you can pick up an improvised weapon. You absolutely can do that. Sorry,
Okay.
I was about to radio in for Selma.
So I think that this is probably like, if this is a nightclub, maybe there's just a bat.
I was
going
going
to
to say there's probably a bat. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep,
there's
that makes
probably
sense.
just a bat, and I'll grab that, and I think that'll be it for my turn, right?
As far as I know, you can take that and use it in the same round, but you have to roll to close the gap. You have to do one maneuver to get in. But if you use the pursue maneuver and you succeed, you automatically can be engaged with him and get your attack. So that would be what I would recommend to do. Yes.
When you, from body armor, when you take damage from an attack, roll 2 base dice of the type indicated by your armor rating.
Oh, well then it is 2 die. That explains why the sheet's doing it that way, because it's the way that it's supposed to go.
It has never done that before. It's only rolled 1 die. So
Did you guys
the fact
level
that
up,
it's
though?
doing it now,
Oh, weird.
is amazing.
Okay.
Okay. So I think I'm gonna do that.
Yep.
I
will
think it's so
grab
you
the
can
bat.
negate up to 2 damage, because guns usually
Right.
1 or 2.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I will grab a bat then, and I am going to sprint to get into range and see if I can smack him with the bat.
Yep.
'Cause
Okay.
I'm
so
too
that
worried
is
about shooting Bob.
Yep, that is your mobility. In the meantime, while he's rolling that, oh heck yeah, you close the distance and you're gonna go ahead and get an attack. So get ready. We're gonna roll our engaged attacks. Selma, what's your character's name? Whitaker. Officer Whitaker.
Yes.
We are 4 blocks away. You have dispatch here on the line with you. Is there anything else that the unit needs to know?
Yes, we have a officer down near the backstage back door. We also have an officer engaged with combat with a replicant.
Paramedics are on their way, but the unit that is coming up now needs to know which entrance to take.
All right.
Let me see here.
Yeah.
So there's all right, there's a loading platform in the back,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I don't know if I would know this, but I suppose, like knowing Tyson's location,
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd want them to also come in through the back door.
You could also give them both doorways, because nothing has really changed. That front doorway, that stage back door stage is open, and so is the other loading. You could
Okay.
even tell them come in through whichever, but make sure those are blocked off, both of them, because he's not coming out through the front.
Okay.
Dispatch, we need units at the back door and at the loading platform.
Copy. And that translates to 2 rounds. When she says we're a couple blocks away, you've got 2 rounds left to survive before they get here.
Okay.
You rolled your mobility. You get an automatic hand-to-hand action, which means I believe you can use your bat because it's still hand-to-hand.
Using a blunt option.
You are
Object,
using
yeah.
a blunt object, but that does still mean I also get to come in here, make sure you're at normal.
Yeah, I'm gonna see the results first. I will push.
I will. Oh, I can't push. I'm defending.
You can't.
Nope. Now that is how you use a clever push, where I failed, so you can. Oh, dang it! What's your resolve at now, Galen? Just out of curiosity.
Not good.
What is it? 1. That's what I thought. I was doing math in my brain. Can't do math normally, but as a GM, everything fucking turns on for me, which means I get to have you roll a stress factor if you want. But we can do that later. We'll do that after. Okay.
I think it's when I hit 0 that happens.
Yeah. I think we can impose stress, like being threatened with violence is 1 stress, etc., etc. So now that you're at 1, I haven't been imposing any on you, but I could now if I wanted to. And then you'd have to roll. Yeah, but I won't yet. We'll do that after. Okay, who's next?
I'll go next.
Yep.
All right, so now that my partner has closed the gap, I would say he goes to swing, and Renzo tries to shoot at him after he misses. So I'm not going to let that continue on. So I am going to attempt to tackle him.
Yeah, grapple.
And restrain, yeah.
Okay.
So what am I rolling for that?
There's an actual maneuver here. I'm just getting to the page as quickly as I can.
Appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Literally just said combat actions grapple is on which page? Hold the line. Grappling. If you grapple your opponent, the opponent drops the weapon they were holding and cannot move. The only action they can perform is an attempt to break free, which is an action that succeeds if the opponent wins an opposed hand-to-hand combat roll against you. While you're grappling, the only action you can perform until you release the opponent is to grapple. This works as a normal unarmed attack, but your target counts as restrained and thus cannot defend themselves. So we're rolling hand-to-hand. No knife, just the hand-to-hand.
All right, let's see. I just minimized everything.
Make sure you're on normal, not disadvantage.
I am on normal. All right, hand to hand. Here we go.
What do we see?
Are you kidding me?
So for those listening, he rolled a 3 and I rolled a 4.
I could.
Just to clarify, when 3 and 4 is said, that means successes.
Yeah.
So in reality, what was rolled was a 10 and an 8. And then that wasn't good enough. So PB rolled a 10 and 11.
So we're seeing Agent Smith and Neo right now as they try to grapple.
Going at each other.
Yeah, and it's probably exactly like that. You probably try to go in and he blocks it and you keep going in and it's honestly, it's impressive that Bob is able to dance with a replicant like this. So you should be very proud, Bob.
That's what he's thinking.
That's a very difficult thing to do.
The only thing in my mind is, well, I'm not going to say that, so that's fine. Yeah.
So you take 1 damage. You should be able to roll your police stuff, though.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and roll that. Hey, all right. So I get 1 from the police gear, so I don't take any damage for this. So we're on such equal ground for whatever reason in this moment. This is the one that was injured, though, right?
I mean, he's injured now.
Shot. Well, no, is this the same one that was shot before?
I'm pretty sure that somebody rolled an observation and we said yes to that. I'm pretty sure that that's the case.
You are correct.
Yes, but I don't know if you know that.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure that person was Selma.
Right. So at this point, I don't know. I'm not going to say exactly what I'm thinking right now. But yeah, I think I go at his body to
Sorry. Okay.
I can say that Bob is showing emotion on his face.
Okay, what do we see? Because we're the audience. We want to see what this is.
What Galen sees is hate. It is pure hate. I go at his body to tackle him to the ground. And I think as I grab his midsection, he hits me on the back. It doesn't really hurt too much, but it sends me off balance, so I'm not able to pull him down. So yeah, we're still going at it.
Okay. I think the only other person to go is Zeke. Zeke, is there something that you would like to try to do?
Not really try to do,
Yeah.
just like,
Hey, dispatch. How far away is that, me wagon?
We're about 3 blocks, well, I guess we would be 2 blocks away. Which translates to 1 round. So you had 2 rounds to survive until they got here, and this round is just about to end as soon as I take my turn, and then you'll have 1 more round to survive before they arrive.
Well, when they get here, you tell them if they go through the main entrance, just take a peek right. They can't miss me. I'm in the big pool of blood.
Got it. Copy that. Hang in there, detective.
No promises.
Oh, God.
gotta get one last joke in there, huh?
Dispatch has such a hard job, dude. I know, that punched me, because I can't imagine actually being dispatch and hearing, like, somebody you work with. Okay, okay, it's my turn now, and I'm gonna try to shoot you. Oh, I
And
will
I get a
push
contested.
one of those. You do get a contested, yep.
All right.
Oh, right, I can't push. I just have to re-roll. I don't know why that's not working, but that's all right. I'll figure it out later. That is a 9 in the second slot. So,
Okay.
that is a success.
Okay. So I
So
roll.
you roll your armor.
Again?
Yep, you roll your gear again to see how much damage you take. So you
I'll take
1.
damage this time.
Yeah, you take
Yeah.
1 damage.
Hold on
I
a
think-
second.
Mhm.
Oh.
Was that that was his attack roll?
No, his
mine was
attack
the
roll
survival
was the
knife.
survival
it was a 4
knife.
and 3. Yeah. It was a 0 for
He
the
rolled a
attack
0,
roll.
0 successes for the attack roll. I rolled 1 success for the attack roll, and so now he's
For the
rolling.
opposing.
No, I'm attacking.
Yeah,
He's defending.
Oh,
Tyler.
Yep.
Tyler was a
Or
attack.
Tyson
get
is,
it.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, you roll your opposing
He
close
did.
combat roll.
He did.
Yeah,
he,
yeah,
He
so I did.
rolled
Oh.
a 0 and I rolled a 1, and so
She
that
pushed.
means yeah, I pushed, so I rolled a success.
Oh, that's the push.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
that's it. Okay, my bad.
So yep, nope, that's okay. So, but his
Okay.
police gear, he rolled 0 successes, which means he's taking 1 damage, and thus ends the round. You can now hear the sirens in the distance. Who's going first?
Now hold on.
Yeah,
Do I get an attack?
you did a move already. You closed the.
No. I
distance.
meant because of we're all engaged.
No.
How does that work?
So
Okay.
he chose to attack him, and if he
Got
chooses
it.
to attack you, then you attack back. Yeah. That's only if you're trying to pass somebody, like an op attack.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so who's going?
I'd like to take a crack at him with the bat,
Okay.
unless Selma's got some
I
other plan.
think she was going to shoot, right?
I shot last round, but this round, hearing the sirens, I think I would probably take a more strategic approach instead of so direct. So whatever Galen's gonna do, I'm not sure if this would have any effect, but I would radio in exactly what was happening as it was
Okay.
happening.
Yeah.
because
Oh, that's smart.
It's a tussle,
Okay.
and you never know where bullets might end up. So I would probably just keep communications open.
Yep, that makes sense to me.
I'll just
Suspect is currently in an altercation with an officer. Caution advised.
Copy that. All right. Let's go. 1 round. You're taking a crack with the bat, you said, right? Go for it.
Yeah. And this time, I would like to, with the goal of disarming, I would like to try to disarm Renzo.
Okay.
I'm trying to knock the gun out of his hand.
So that's a different move than an attack, right?
So if I hit, I can,
You can
instead of
choose
doing
to-
damage.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
But I'm just letting you know ahead of
Yep.
time.
Yep. No,
the
that's
goal
good. That's
here.
good, because then I'll choose to push and stuff. Yeah. Which, I mean, I think he would anyway. He's trying to not.
Well, you can't push because I'm attacking.
Right. That's right.
Now, would this
going
be a
to attack.
disadvantage similarly to what I tried before?
So hold on though, because if you're trying to knock the weapon out of my hand or grapple, I have to roll hand to hand, not an improvised weapon. Like I can't roll my gun, but if you were attacking me normally and cracking me on the head, I could use my gun.
That I don't know.
Yeah, okay. I think I'm gonna roll my gun because you're not trying to grapple me. So that makes sense to me. If you win, you take my gun. But in the meantime, if I attack, then I'm trying to attack you. I'm not trying to do anything else.
Double ones.
Wow.
Wow.
I can't even push.
That's
Does that give you stress? I can't remember if it does give you stress like that.
No,
they
no,
don't.
no. Not like that. I will shoot you, though. You want to roll your armor? Nice. So
Yeah, it's probably like a glancing blow off the armor that happens that leaves a horrible tearing sound. Shirt gets torn.
and the bullet's like lodged in the armor.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's just at an awkward angle.
It's gonna bruise. Who's next?
I will attempt to grapple him again.
Great.
So hand to hand.
Yep, that's right.
You know what? I'm going to push this.
Yeah, you can. I can't.
Yeah. Fuck.
So
Okay.
that's still a 1.
How does resolve work? Because I'm 1 away from being maxed out right now.
You can use it and you can push, but then you got to roll on my little stress table here.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I am too pissed
You want
off.
to look at the stress table first? No, this is what your character would do.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Here we go. Fuck. Another 1. So, yeah, my resolve is maxed out. But I think
Sorry,
I take do I take damage from him?
You pushed your hand to hand. Oh, I see. It's kept the first roll and rolled the second one. Is that what I'm looking at?
Oh. Well, no, I rolled both again.
And you just happened to roll a 5 the second
just
time?
happened to roll another
okay.
5,
All right.
yeah.
Just double checking that was right. Okay, so yeah, now you're going to roll your armor, right? Now, Zeke just looked this up. I technically have a crit. What does his armor do? Does it remove the
His
crit?
armor, if you take the damage down to 0, so you have to roll 2 successes.
I did. I rolled 3 technically.
No,
and-
the armor does.
Oh, okay. All right.
So if he's got a crit of 2 coming at him,
Yep.
in order to prevent the crit, you have to roll 2 successes to take the damage down to 0.
Okay, got it.
So, math-wise right now, you rolled a 3. I still rolled a 1
That's
overall.
right. That's right. So your 1 cancels out one of my 3, leaving me with 2 successes, which is a critical.
Okay.
So you,
But it
I need
doesn't
at
prevent a
least-
crit if 1 damage goes through. That's still a crit.
So I'll still get my crit unless you can roll 2 right now. A 2 success, rather. 2 successes with your armor.
All right, here we go. Just got a 1.
Okay. So I'm coming in with a critical piercing injury. Which
Piercing?
I'm using a gun. So yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So you want to roll on the
Oh,
one.
I thought when you said
You
grapple,
rolled-
you had to use
rolled
hand to
unarmed.
hand.
Oh, that's right. You're grappling me. I'm sorry. I thought I was still on the roll with whack, which was I got to use my gun.
No.
So yes, you're right. I'm gonna punch you. So we're gonna which is
Still
so
bad.
much better. It's still bad,
Yeah.
but at least you don't have 3 chances to die on a D12. You only have
1, I think.
I think you have 2.
Well, 1's all
You
you
have
need.
you
so.
have well yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Let's not it's a 12. For those
Yeah.
watching the stream, the 12 is the number we don't want.
Wait, hold on a second.
Yep,
The replicant's hand-to-hand rolls a d12 on the crit table?
that's right.
Okay, because I only roll a d6.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that much better.
Yeah, it's brutal. Okay, go for it. 3.
Broken fingers.
Broken fingers. Disadvantage to firearms and hand-to-hand combat.
All right. I would like to say that I go to grapple him, and he catches my fingers and bends them back. You can hear a noise. You probably hear 3 noises. 3 of my fingers are broken. I am holding my wrists, and I'm taking a small step back. That's my turn.
Okay. Who's next? Thelma?
Yep. I think I'm watching this, and I think I'd also like to try and go for some kind of disarming motion, but I don't know if that would actually... Well, I don't know if it would work from where I am. That's the thing. I guess if we're all kind of closing in on him, and dispatch, you said, or we've got help on the way in about a turn, right?
Yes, you have to survive this round. It's over at the end of this round.
All right. I'm gonna fire at him.
All right. Go for it. This is not a contested roll because you're at range.
Okay.
Free chance to hit me.
Nope.
Okay. Okay.
My hands are they're just too shaky.
That's it, right? Skiff, you've got an opportunity to do something.
I would like to take this opportunity to bleed.
Okay, I thought. Well, the thing is
No,
like, I
know,
just don't want to
I'm
rob
getting
you of a turn if you want to try to do something, but I know that you're a stellar role player and you're going to be like, I'm bleeding on the floor, bitch. Like, there's nothing really I can do.
No, I mean, my question to you would be, is there something I can do?
Well, there are some other...
Besides talk.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't think so. You could potentially try to throw something at him, but I don't think that, like,
well,
that
I still
would
have
be...
my gun. Or I probably dropped it in the hallway.
Okay, so sorry, I was just double checking that I am actually rolling on the D12 table, because when you said that, I was like, I looked at the sheet and it says D12, and I was like, I better make sure that that's correct, and it is, because it's based on his strength, which reveals to you what I put his replicant stats in, because replicants get to choose between strength or agility. Okay.
Yeah,
So yeah, he is on the D12 table, so we've been rolling that right the whole time. Okay, it is now my turn. Bob, roll your knife attack, please.
All right.
Yep, I just looked up my character
I'll
sheet
push.
from last week.
Yep.
My mitts, D12.
Yeah. Okay, so you do 1 damage to me.
Remember to take the resolve hit as well.
Yeah, I will.
Actually, I hit 7 resolve. Are we going to deal with that after this if I
Yes,
survive?
we're going
or
to
is
deal with that
something-
after
okay.
this, because you need to describe how you kill him.
I kill him right now?
You're killing him right now. He had 1 hit point left.
Wow. All right. So, yeah, I think he goes at me with the gun. It's the same move. He keeps making the same move, and I see my opening. So I've got my knife, and I just go straight at his throat and up into his head. It is under the jaw, and it just goes straight in. At this point, my fingers are broken on this hand. I release the handle of the knife, and I step back, and I go back to my, I'm like, baby in my hand at this point. My face is still rage. And I watch with satisfaction as he falls down.
And he falls back and crumples to the ground.
And I kneel in front of him as he chokes and bleeds out through all the noises. And I just stare at his eyes and I wait. I wait for them to not close, but they'll start to get heavy. And the pupils will start to dilate as he dies.
Are you okay?
I'm not smiling,
Bob.
but the hate starts to dissipate as he loses more and more blood. And then I look up at Galen.
Bob.
Yeah.
Bob.
Yeah.
You here? Are you all right?
What's this journey mine? And he dies.
I don't answer. I just stand up. Skiff. And then I turn and go into the dance area.
We see the paramedics rushing in. It's probably a little bit, for us, the audience, probably a little bit slow motion now, right? We see the paramedics coming in to grab Skiff. Selma is probably by Skiff's side. Please feel free to jump in and help me describe the scene because I don't want to speak for your character. It's raining outside. You hear the sirens. I kind of just want to know what everybody here would look like if the camera were to pan on you now.
Oh, relief, absolute relief that everyone made it. I think Selma was panicking the entire time, so right now she's with Skiff and she's clasping his hand, and we kind of see the camera like pan away as she just kisses
I
it.
whisper something unintelligible in her ear, and she shakes her head, and I look at her and I go like that, and you see her reach into my inside jacket pocket and pull out my pack of cigarettes and open the cigarette, put one in my mouth, and then light it for me. And then I look at her like that, and I want to know if Selma takes a puff.
Absolutely.
Okay. And then I look at her and I go, they're playing my song. You hear it?
It's a good one.
Yeah, it is.
What do we see on Selma's face? Other than relief.
A little bit of fear, a little bit of apprehension. It's just one unit. It's just one thing. How in the hell can we do this with a whole army?
Galen, what about you?
Bob has walked away, I assume, yes, to check on Skiff.
Yeah, I walked in there, yeah.
I'm staring down at Renzo's body. And trying to understand. And I think I'm gonna search him.
Okay. Before we do that, Bob, what do we see as you're walking in?
Into the dance area?
Yeah.
I look over towards where Skiff and Selma are, and I'll walk over, and if I imagine there's a fervor of activity.
Yeah. They're
but
coming
I will.
in. You got the police coming in to, basically a SWAT team coming in right in, but I think what we're seeing right now is sort of kind of everything moving in slow motion, so we really only have time to look at what your expression might be in this moment as you're heading in that direction.
So there was hate draining from my face as Renzo's life was draining. As soon as Galen sat me out of it, my face went pretty flat. And as I walk towards Skiff, there would be concern. My eyes are knitted a little bit. I don't know what to expect. I get close enough
news, buddy.
to look at him.
You're gonna ask me to dance. You're gonna have to wait a little bit.
Bullshit, get up.
You're right. I'll be up. Just give me a second. Just gotta catch my breath.
1 second. And then I just step back a little bit for the paramedics to do their thing.
Galen, you are searching Renzo. As you reach down and move his coat open, you discover what the audience and I will recognize as some really cool handmade bombs from a certain someone from 2 episodes ago, Janice. Her style, everything's labeled. And I think it would strike you as, I don't know how you would feel, but he had enough weapons on him to destroy this entire club, and he chose not to use them.
I'm just kind of staring down at them, and I say, why then? Why not now? Were you just trying to get away? You said you knew you were gonna die. Could have brought you in for questioning, learned more. Could have stopped this. Why does everybody have to die?